And welcome back to Gaoracchia Forest for part 29. And here I decided to pick a fight with more plants. By the way, there was something I just realized now I should be talking about. There's also another enemy in this game called the Undertaker. No, it's not Mr. Calloway.
Damn.
I know, I was upset too. But here's some good news that'll take some of the sting out of that. In exchange for an autograph that sells for a hefty price on eBay, you can actually farm those monsters for rune bottles, which are those items that transform your base items into other items.
Yeah,
which is a godsend in this version because you couldn't do that in the original version.
Are Undertaker's rare encounters?
No, they're not rare encounters.
Oh, you have to find them in a specific area.
Well, no. It could be it's a chance encounter. Notably, if you fight an enemy that's like a bouncing skull enemy, which are like normally the undead type, you'll be able to find them there. And here Zealous tells us the tale of the Gaoracchia Forest. One day a thief hid a stolen treasure deep in the forest. That's actually a partial truth.
That's not a fucking surprise.
Yeah.
There once was a legend, which means it's true.
Indeed. It was a jewel worth several billion gold, and he slaughtered everyone who came looking for it. Christ. Did. Then the forest became stained with blood, which transformed it into a cursed place, haunted by the lingering sentiment of the people killed here by the thief. Dude, it's a Tethaelan fact. Even now, when travelers enter the forest, sometimes the thief's ghost actually comes to kill them. And the ones he killed also seek to increase their numbers. Yikes. A forest full of bloodshed. Psych. I love Zealous. But there is actually a partial truth in that there are quite a few rare treasures to find here.
Yeah.
One of them being a particular chest I can't open up just yet.
You know,
the trick to this dungeon is to go left and right rather than up and down for the most part. Because if you go up or down at a certain point, you'll come to this like looping pathway. It constantly auto loops the character no matter what. So you just end up wasting your time. So just go back to where you came.
You know, considering all the shit we've dealt with at this point in time, it's probably the simple ghost story still manages to scare the shit out of Lloyd and Genus.
I can't imagine one would easily harden up to shit like this, considering your life's constantly on the line, but I realize now I'm cooking omelets in an area where I'm not really going to get poisoned too much, so I said, out with that, let's make some fried rice.
Anyway, those coffin holders, those were the Undertakers you were mentioning earlier.
By the way, that part, I made that part look easy because I was able to get in the right spot. The problem with Gaoracchia Forest is that there are some picky areas.
I noticed when you were... are you talking when exposing the flashlight to...
when you have to shine the flashlight on the grass, sometimes the game likes to be a little selective about where the hell you can pick up your item or not. I just showed off one loop as a branching pathway there to prove a point. This is what I'm talking about. Sometimes it gets a bit finicky.
Yeah, you're clearly hitting the... Okay. Maybe it's just a time delay?
No, it's not a time delay. Sometimes it's just plain old finicky. Hey, a pretty ribbon. Let's give that to Persea. No! Not my EX skills. Also, however, I'm grateful for this, however, because it also helped me realize, like, hey, wait a minute.
I can't whore in here.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey there, pretty maggot.
Hey there, sword dancer. Phantoms. Phantoms can cast Eruption, but that's about as worst as it gets. They're also resistant to physical attacks as well. So I pretty much have, like, rain focus her spells on that guy. Raging Beast is now the level 2 beast tech you get for Lloyd here. It pretty much pulls in enemies and then slams them away. Helpful for some battles considering it's a level 3 tech, I think. I don't use it that much in this run, but it is a good tech to have, especially if you want to knock enemies down a bit, just to keep your distance.
Well, I noticed the first thing you did was, you may not use it much, but you still switched from Beast to Raging Beast whenever you feel like you want to use it.
Right. I decided to give Sheena a bit of a break here and switch in Colette, because I haven't used her in a bit.
You seem to be getting more versatile with your party members, though.
Right, I try to rotate them around whenever I want to, just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see those branches there? That means don't go this way. You can't go this way, stupid. You gotta find your way around it. Sort of like burning a bridge burning a bridge.
No, you don't want to burn bridges.
Oh, I totally want to burn bridges.
When you finally leave your job, you gotta do a pull of Homer Simpson.
Yeah, why not?
Bound, go ahead.
Exactly. That there's a pretty rare item, but you also get ambushed in some of them. Unfortunately, I can't open it.
It's sealed by an ancient magic.
So of course we're gonna open that later.
Yeah, it's like those time boxes in Chrono Trigger.
What's up with the time boxes? They only open at a certain point in time?
Yeah, you have to do certain things to get them to open. They're mysterious.
This is what I mean when it gets finicky.
Yeah. Maybe right there at the center. Yeah, you see what? That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. Like I said, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't.
Yeah.
Which is really kind
And again, that's not a game breaker. It's just that it's
a pain in the ass.
Makes you raise your eyebrow. It's like what the fuck?
It's just a pain in the butt. Anyway, you also want to like try to backtrack if you want to, because like I said, there's a lot of good items here. One item I'm looking for to hopefully find, and of course I don't find it so easily, is the next weapon for Rain, since I missed out on getting the wind staff. What happened there?
Oh, I forgot the fade. Well, you won't be seeing that in the playthrough.
We cut him out of existence.
Chop.
Witch's rope, that's helpful. Because it does nothing for my evasion, but it does give me a nice 6-point defense boost, which I prefer on Rain. Nope.
Would evasion mean much to you for mages, since you keep them all the way in the back anyway?
Evasion would help mages at some points, considering if I ever have to like take it. I never take control of them because it's not really until Zelia that made casters really fun to play with.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? Actually, no, it's Grace's F that made casters really fun to play with, or at least started the trend. What was I gonna say? I usually keep them in the back anyway. I think I can. For some reason. Meanwhile, editing fail number 2.
No, not that on purpose.
Okay.
I noticed the maggot. I noticed the maggot was like, he's air humping Lloyd.
Come on, Lloyd. Shine the light. This one's just an ambush. Yeah, fuck you, Gaoracchia Forest. I already know my way through it, but I'm just like trying to find that weapon, but I can't seem to find it easily.
Yeah,
so naturally I find it later on when I'm backtracking through it.
When you're not looking for it.
Exactly. And here's another example of the looping pathway. I realize I have one. I'm like, wait a minute, I've seen that tree.
That rock looks familiar.
Found the memory gem for this dungeon, which I'm going to need.
So, ladies and gentlemen, do you remember that one time when Matt was facing against Sword Dancer level 1, was it?
Yes. But yeah, here's another better question. Do you know about picking your battles, kids? See, because we're actually editing out the battle for the most part, it's not we can't show off all 30 minutes of it. But we'll get to it when we get to it. As soon as we find out where the hell he is. Hey, there he is.
There he is.
You'll notice it's him because he's more passive-aggressive than he was before.
And the fact that you can actually talk to him.
Yeah, I know.
You can talk to enemies. Hey, you don't want to do this, right?
The sword dish is just there, like, tapping his foot.
His invisible foot. The phantom foot.
Anyway, I save the game, I recharge up, and I get ready for one of the most grueling boss battles I will ever face in this particular run. Because I don't know when to pick my fucking battles.
Why did you want to do this so early on?
Because I forgot there's like a certain cutoff point for the sword dancer fights. And if you don't beat them before that point, you'll lose out on them for good, which means you'll lose out on one of Lloyd's best weapons in the game.
I see.
Unfortunately, I have 4 more time with this one than I thought I did. The cutoff point for this one is when you go for the light summon, which is a very long time. I switch out for Persea and Colette for this battle, because I'm going to want Persea's tanking abilities, and I'm going to want to be able to, like, use light magic as much as I can.
Are you like that with a lot of other like side quest in any RPG, if you know it's immediately available, do you tend to want to go right for it, right then and there?
If I could put it, I'll try to like do it. If it's like a boss battle kind of thing, I'll put it off unless I know I can do it.
Yeah.
This is going to be an arduous battle.
This is indeed because at this
Good timing there, right?
at this point in time, you are completely outmatched against the sword dancer. You just can't hurt it hard. You just can't. You can deal out damage, but it'll just beat the fuck out of you.
Okay, so let's get into a bit of a technicality here, because ladies and gentlemen, I was not exaggerating at one point earlier. This battle took Matt 30 minutes.
Because I had to use an all divide to lower my damage output. But I also did it so I could lower his damage output as well, because other than that, I just can't keep up.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of blocking, attacking, and wailing at him. You are seeing me hit for like 6, 9, 12, and 15 points of damage apiece.
And this guy
The Sword Dancer has 33,444 life hit points.
Christ.
So this was about 20 fucking minutes of goddamn plinking at it. And its magic attacks hurt like a fucking truck. I also realized at this point that I've got Rain doing offensive buffs at this point in the game. I'm like, wait, why the fuck am I doing this? Ow!
This is pretty much the entire battle in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
It does not change. But that was one thing I was looking out for. Is like, okay, so I don't want to cut out most of the battle because I'm not sure if this boss has some if you start changing strategies after he reaches a certain HP threshold.
No, he's just a fucking.
But yeah, I was skimming through the entire thing minutes at a time, and I was like, no, this is not changing whatsoever.
Kind of like one of your Final Fantasy IV boss battles at your point, where you were just ultimately like, hey, let me just reflect flare. I also get off. No, I fucked up. Anyway, whenever I can knock them down, I try to use that moment in time to try to heal up my characters.
Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, especially when say me or Matt get into RPGs later down the road, where 20 to 30 minute battles are par for the course. Because of the design of the battle, not so much because of your stats at that point in time, then that's something that we're not going to so much edit around of. The only reason why I'm comfortable editing this out is because it's 20 to 30 minutes of the same exact fucking thing. Nothing changes.
So
Matt has his strategy down locked. This guy has his strategy down locked. There is no point in watching all 30 minutes of that.
Unless, you wanted to see a really epic fight, because that was...
Yeah, epic.
Epic my ass, okay,
Yeah.
But yeah. So basically, there are quite a few points throughout the battle where the monster really has me by the balls. Because at some point, I eventually run out of fucking life bottles, and I am just fucking winging it by the skin of my teeth, and I eventually come out on top. The monster spells are like Flame Lance, Spark Wave, and Grave. Tier 2 to 3 magics apiece, but ultimately nothing you can't handle. I also have to realize at some point I switch around my tactics because I realize I'm wasting my TP with Rain. Because she keeps using the field barrier when Colette's already using Holy Song. So ultimately what I end up doing is I end up switching around some text throughout the battle so I can make sure that her barrier spells are disabled, and I have Colette on the shortcut as well to assist with the light magic.
Any word of advice you can give to people going after Sword Dancer level 2 this early as you are?
Don't.
Okay. Just.
If I were you, I would wait a bit until you do the next dungeon in the game. I mean, not the next dungeon, the Toisei Valley Mine. Because that's when you get a weapon for Lloyd that's light elemental. Which is what this thing is weak to.
A light sword, nice. Yeah.
Which would have helped out so fucking much.
Can you recall a numerical value difference? Because right now Lloyd's hitting him for 1 or 2. It
would have been more the damage would have been more tolerable, plus the extra levels would have gone away and absorbing damage.
Yeah.
And right there is where Johnny started cutting out.
Yep, fading in.
So now we're near the end of the battle.
20 minutes later.
Yeah. And you can see how many items I fucking pissed through to get to where we are now. The photon spells do more damage, so ironically enough, if I had shortcutted Rain earlier, I could have saved me a lot of time and effort with this.
Photon really just seems to be good or reliable.
Photon is one of the best spells in this game because of its 2-hit and it automatically stuns anything. Even if they're an oversoul, so it's a nice little catch-all if you need it to be.
Oh, I just noticed Photon with 2 hits. One for the beginning of the animation and when it ends.
Right, and that second hit hits hard. I also run out of TP restoring items, so now I get kind of really nervous here.
Yeah, I noticed. Look at Lloyd Colette's TP count. They're down there. Rain's doing fine though.
Right, because I'm saving all mine for her.
Yeah.
Or whatever the hell I got left.
Meanwhile, Matt pauses to reflect on his life.
It's flashing before my eyes here as the sword dancer doesn't fucking want to die. And he's out.
Not a bad exercise, was it?
Fuck you, Rain!
And honestly, considering I only lost that much grid on the battle, I'm proud.
What's the... Can you... I guess the maximum amount of grade you can lose is 10.
Right.
Just like the maximum you can earn is 10.
The titles I just gained there, one of them is for Lloyd barking out multiple commands throughout the entire battle. And the other one I got, I think it's because I used a whole lot of items in one battle. I think, anyway. I'm not sure what I think I may be misremembering what Item Keeper is, so somebody feel free to correct me in the comments on that one. The Yasakani Jewel basically protects you from status ailments.
Not bad. So it's like this game's ribbon.
Oh, a ribbon for physical ailments, yeah. Now, it may be indeed be the ribbon, because I want to say yes to physical ailments, not so much sure on magical ones. I may be wrong on that one. Feel free to correct me on that. I'm pretty sure it does prevent you from physical ailments, but not so much magical ones. That I'm not sure on. It may very well prevent you from both, and I don't notice, and I don't remember. Meanwhile, I'm fucking bleeding out my fucking ass. I switch out per se because God knows she needs a rest.
Matt is apologizing profusely to his characters. I am so sorry. Sheena's gonna have to get that right arm grafted back in.
Yeah, well, hard times.
And Zelos. Zelos won't stop crying.
He's gonna have to whore a lot to get my item stashes back.
Double time.
The item keeper gives us her a buff to her defense and evasion, which is pretty helpful. I decided to switch her around for that for a bit. Boar's General gives me a boost to my TP and intelligence, because those are... I mean, TP helps, but the intelligence is not one Lloyd's going to be using very often. Which made me sound like to calling Lloyd a dumbass, but in reality, INT is kind of like magical attacks. So if you're a big user of Demon Fang, I suppose it helps, but I'm not super concerned about that. Then again, if Demon Fang is only strength-based, then disregard what I said, that's a useless title.
Strolling in the forest.
Doodling in the
I
grass.
hear something. Footsteps from far away.
Ah, angelic senses still work though.
Oh,
I don't hear
Roach.
anything.
Colette still has her angel senses.
They're definitely footsteps. Also, the sound of clinking armor.
Steiner.
There's lots of them.
Spodorpian.
Coming from that direction.
Spodorpians.
Yes.
Really?
That can't be good. Altessa lives over there. Could it be more of the same guys from earlier?
Us and
Who else wears clinking armor that you can think of, Lloyd?
Sword Dancer level 3.
Oh shit, you've discovered armor.
Where is Sir Crucius Crystal now?
The guy from the Meltokyo sewer.
He smells like it too.
One thing after another with the Pope. Am I really that much of a problem to him?
Oh, more than you realize, Als.
I do not wish to fight with her. I just want to speak with that girl.
With Presea?
This is admittedly creepy. Like, without understanding of the context, try talking about this kind of a scene among your friends among your friends who may know this, who don't know this game, and it really kind of comes off as fucking creepy.
My orders were to retrieve
Yeah.
a girl named Colette.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Me?
I will do you no harm. Presea is her name, correct? Please, let me speak with her. An X-Sphere. You are yet another victim?
Fuck off.
Stranger danger, motherfucker.
I don't know what the
You would think, you know, stranger danger would not apply to a woman with a gigantic battle axe.
She's still just a little girl.
The stranger is in danger.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's where I kind of make a colossal goof. I don't have Rain in my party, so I can't scan this guy for my monster list. So that little quest goes unfulfilled. But it's not like I can fulfill it in one go anyway, because there's like two different... Well, there's a reason for that, and I'll explain it when we get to that point.
Okay.
Until then, you have the Convict. Or Mystery Convict Y. For those of you who've been paying attention in the comment sections, this is our new. This is also going to be our party member. Not too hard to deal with though. He just likes to link up his techs a lot. He also has a very unique play style, which is really, really, really fun, but it's also hard to master.
Just off a whim, is he pretty much this game's monk?
In a sense, more like your really close range fighter. But he trades off high power for combo capacity.
Yeah.
If you can use him right, I can't. But I've seen some sick fucking videos of players using him.
Do those handcuffs ever come off?
No. It's kind of a dual. Alright, now I got her over limited. I was gonna try to summon the Lord of Hellfire to burn up the cinders.
I am the god of Hellfire!
And then the convict will be like, whoa, calm down, calm down!
He sounds like he has reasons for his actions. Perhaps we should take him prisoner?
One jail for another.
He has much to tell us.
Sheena, there were a lot of soldiers and they're all coming this way. Run away quickly.
Looks like Colette was right.
The footsteps
I have angel senses, dickhead.
keep getting louder.
It's
Shouldn't we
Sheena.
get out of here? But the Papal Knights are waiting for us if we go back.
It looks like we have no
This
choice.
is bad.
I'll take you to the village of Mizuho.
Whoa there.
Mizuho. Think Japan filled with ninjas.
Mizuho is a hidden village,
From both
kept
sides,
secret from
we'll do
outsiders.
something.
Well, they picked a good location for it.
Remember
Gaoracchia
that.
Forest is kind of like a nice little environmental defense.
Zealous. Carry the
A natural environmental defense, I suppose so, yes.
Yeah, you know, like how Jersey's supposed to be a hurricane buff and you're not supposed to live there.
Are you kidding me?
Is that what it's supposed to be?
Well, yeah, like it's a natural defense. It's like, or a better example, the marshlands in the south. They're supposed to use for environmental defense against tornadoes and hurricanes, so you're not supposed to live there. Don't stop people from living there. Colette still has a bit of her strength, though.
He's made of helium.
Huh, I see.
Men are so useless these days.
They aren't. Yeah, we've essentially been slut shamed.
Fuck you, washed up.
Fuck you, washed up. Kingdom of Gold.
Kingdom of Gold. Gold.
Everybody's got gilded tallywhackers. The Vanandera are called samurai, the women are called geisha. No, Sheena's not a geisha.
Sheena's a shinobi.
Sheena is Yuna. Aiko? That sounds like a soup. Then again, I apologize if I'm being disrespectful to Japanese culture. I don't know what a maiko is. I apologize.
Well,
So,
you know,
what?
it's the first time I have been hearing of that too. I'm familiar with samurai and geishas, but not maikos.
I can't tell you where it is, but it's around the corner.
I can't tell you that. In fact, you're gonna see it yourself.
Exactly.
It's a hidden village.
With a big giant sign. Welcome to Mizuho.
Welcome to Mizuho, hidden village. Ooh. You know, I was expecting, you know, when they were talking about the Mizuho as a hidden village, I was expecting something like the Mirage Village in Final Fantasy V, or something like the Black Mage Village in Final Fantasy IX. You know, where you have to transcend a different dimension, or at least revert some sort of spell so you can see the damn thing. But no, it's just on the other side of the forest. You know,
On the other side of a potentially dangerous
Matt makes a
forest.
pretty good point. The forest does make for a really good natural defense for it, but once you get past it, it's right there. You can see it. It's like, oh, that must
Mind
be
you,
the hidden village.
Gaoracchia is rather... perhaps to us, the player, but you have to remember to take into account the world that we live, the world that the characters live in, and Gaoracchia is a pretty good natural defense regardless.
Very true.
Even
Unless
if you could defend yourself against the monsters, it is quite labyrinthine.
Is there a beach side near Mizuo?
If there is, we're absolutely fucked.
Yeah, it's like someone's stopping someone taking elemental cargo to the damn place.
Because most people in the game, in the world of Tateyala, wouldn't think twice about using an elemental cargo to drive themselves. Besides, with Mizuho, aside from farmlands, keeps their huts and houses relatively simple,
What is the meaning of this?
so they can easily abandon their shit and start moving.
To the village.
I am prepared to accept my punishment. Inform the Vice Chief. I've brought the travelers from Silverant.
You were supposed to kill them! Oh lordy, Sheena, one thing after another!
Sheena, you had one fucking job, man.
Except for me. I see. Sheena,
He's named Orochi.
the rest of you, wait in front of the chief's house.
Fuck.
Oh.
I just like Colette just dropped them. Can you imagine Colette tripping and dropping, falling with them? Whoops!
Where am I?
You're our prisoner, and don't try anything funny.
I like to think that I'm smart enough not to start trouble when I don't understand the situation.
Yeah, Lloyd. How about you?
A subtle jab.
Indeed. She always brings dangers to this place. So it's a new village. You know what that means? Time to whore! Woohoo!
No one is safe.
Oops. Turns out I can't whore just yet.
Your immune zealous charm.
Impossible. Nothing can resist my dick swing.
I call it the chopper.
Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go.
Ah, I'm revitalized.
Hello, beauty. Huh? She's like, she's having a bit of a romance novelist kind of thing.
Now, were all these people previously residents of Meltokyo?
No. They're all natural ninjas or Maiko or geisha or samurai.
I remember Sheena saying something about Mizuo and Meltokyo at one point had a pact that, you know, they helped each other, but that was severed.
Right. Well, actually, yes and no. Mizuho is their own village, along with Meltokyo's being their own city. Mizuho is like kind of like a rent-for-hire kind of ninja clan of spies.
Oh, okay.
They only have a falling out now because Sheena failed to assassinate the Silveranti, which means that on behalf of Mizuho, they failed to uphold their agreement.
So now those ties are severed, and now they're pretty much going in separate ways again.
Essentially. This here is a Shiden. Pretty good sword for Lloyd. However, there's one problem, I think, with the sheet. Wait, what did I buy?
Alright, Matt spent about 3 or 4 minutes in that armor shop.
Yeah.
So
I buy Colette the Shuriken. I think the weapon I got for Lloyd is the Shiden. I also bought me the Water Spider, which is basically going to give me water defense and also buff up my defense by about 10 points. Nothing I could use with Colette, though, so... I try to alternate my defenses a bit here to see what I can really accommodate for, but ultimately I find I'm not really doing much with anything.
no, because a good 3 minutes of that was you fumbling, like you're weighing your options.
Right.
It's like,
Now we can go see the Vice Chief.
Travelers from Silverant, you may enter.
I'm already inside.
You would think Lloyd would understand the point of taking off his shoes for this, but nope.
She didn't.
Our leader, Chief Igaguri, is ill.
Could you have
The
been
Vice
more
Chief
Japanese than
Taiga
Ikagori?
shall speak on
That's like
his
Ninja
behalf.
McNinja right there.
Because Sheena failed to kill you, we... the
No, you
people
say
of
ninja
Mizuho
Mick ninja.
now
Mick
face
implies some sort of
persecution
Irish
from
roots.
Ninja
so,
McNinja.
ninja son or
Ninja Senpai? I don't know.
Yes.
well, okay, whatever.
At least
Is
from
that
what
the
I
that's that him right there?
That's the Chief in the coma.
Chief? Yeah.
People of Silverant, what do you plan to do in Tetheala, the land of your enemies?
Triangle save, square, genocide, X-lie.
Ooh.
Someone asked me why I came all the way to Tetheala, what it is that I want to do. I want a world where everyone can have a normal life. I'm tired of people having to become sacrifices. I'm tired of discrimination. I'm tired of people becoming victims. I'm tired of it all.
You are an
Sounds like you
idealist.
need a nap.
You've just completely validated Lloyd's fucking opinion and beliefs. You ass!
Remains the same. Anything you say is mere sophistry.
That's the point.
And we need to change that structure. This world was made by that Yggdrasil guy,
Considering
right?
what Lloyd started off with, considering Lloyd's initial character was,
Then we should
stab, kill, design. This guy's, he's coming a bit of a way here now.
Well, he's growing.
Especially now that he's seen what discrimination against half-elves bring.
Yeah.
Now, combined with his previous experience with the designs, he may be having some thoughts about what designs here. Like, maybe they're just like a case of victimization, overdrive, or something like that. You know, like, sort of like you bully some kid, then he takes up MMA and becomes a bully himself. Yeah, he's beating the shit out of the bullies himself, but he's still kind of creating the similar problem.
Yeah.
I see. In other words,
Which is exactly why the fuck I hated that bully show on fucking MTV.
Well then, we shall search for a new path as well.
Sheena's like, huh? Either Sheena just had a graceful realization of what Tiga said, or she just ripped a silent but deadly.
Yeah, or she has to go to the bathroom.
A ninja fart.
When the path of prosperity for both worlds has been found, we wish to move our people to Silveron.
Considering what Mizuho is really like here, considering we're not seeing much in terms of their technology, I could see them fitting right home with Silveron.
It'd be no different if they lived in Silverant.
But see, here's the thing, though. Taiga's also kind of putting all his eggs in one basket too, considering that what he just heard was what he just essentially heard was a 17-year-old hoping to change the world. Like we all were before we had to take on jobs and responsibilities.
As long as Tetheala is safe, I don't care what you guys do.
Okay then, it's settled. We're going to look for a way to change the two worlds. Let's work together.
You know, if I were there, I wouldn't be so open to Taiga here as I would have been. I would have actually really rammed the point of sophistry home. I would have been here like, oh, so you essentially intend to tell me that you're going to fix the structure of the worlds. That's really right up there with telling me you're going to be able to get me to fly.
Sure you want to turn the royals and the church against
Without
us?
self. Oh.
Alright, so we're gonna change the world. Let me just get out my monthly planner.
And while I'm at it, let me try to teach this fish to climb a tree.
To preserve both worlds, which would you side with?
I'd like to say the one that's likely to win, but I suppose I'd want to help the side that wants to preserve both worlds.
Exactly. Now the first thing we shall do is devote all our resources to locating the Riards.
Which are now no longer on the Fuji.
Oh, they were moved.
Yeah.
So we should be able to locate them shortly.
Understood. Thank you for your help.
Is he for real?
It looks real.
We are now a gentle idealist. That's one of the toes you can't miss in the game.
No, it looks
What's your
mandatory.
name?
Bitchin'.
I am the Universal Knight.
Regal, huh? I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to keep you prisoner for a bit longer.
Lloyd, how about letting Pops here fight too?
Pops.
Even though he might betray us?
He has business with Presea, right? And he's not going to try anything before he gets a chance to speak with her, you know?
That's pretty intelligent.
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
Or he could murder us all except Presea.
I don't know about
He couldn't take us in a fight, then he won't take us now.
I also started off as your enemy.
Well, will you fight alongside us for now?
All right. I swear upon my good name
As a prisoner.
and shackles that bind me, I shall not betray you.
If you do anything, even the slightest bit suspicious, I'll burn you to a crisp. Got it?
I'll kick you in the head.
Now then, welcome to the group, Regal.
I'll give you such a pinch.
I choke you if I can move my hands.
Could he break those shackles if he wanted to?
No,
Are they magic bind or?
they're not magic binds. He's just got a symbolic attachment to them. So Regal here is our foot fighter. He kills with feet. So to help accommodate for this, I decided to give him 4 pairs of shoes. I would love some fan art of that, just to
Double
show what the
layers.
fuck that looks like. He fights spider style. I also, man, I think I did it off screen, but I also bought a lucky charm for Zealous. I only give him 1, so that Zealous can get better items whenever he tries to flirt during the turn. No aging. She's actually older than she looks.
Presea or the girl right there?
That little girl there. She's actually a lot older.
Oh, okay.
It's part of the ninja disguise, in no sense. Also, whatchamacallit, Mizuho's information network is the best in the game. Like, if you need to find out something, anything, Mizuho can find them out.
Mizuo's internet.
Essentially. Ninja Internet. Ninjanet. Ninternet, there you go.
Ninja net. He's still using Netscape though.
Netscape, Jesus Christ. Indeed. Oh, and Zealous already uses it too, perv.
Hey man, it's not internet unless it has porn.
Absolutely. By the by, there's also a title I missed with Zealous called Idiot Chosen. You have to get a skit where Sheena berates Zealous and calls him an idiot for it. Another title I miss is the Paw titles, because they take a god fucking forever time to show up.
Paul titles?
Yeah, there's Paw Mania, I think, for Persea. And then there's Paw Dandy for Regal.
What do you do? Well, shit, that's the end of the part. We'll have to find out next time.
Indeed. We'll see you then for Paw Revolutions.